Hi. Now we'll see filleting method, chamfering method, all other editing methods. Okay. So we'll take one rectangle. It's better we can change the color of this wireframe because visibility some issue is coming. So we'll make it blue color for all wireframe. So now we'll say fillet. Okay. So we can give the radius and it will see. If you remove the trimming means it will make it like this along with so switching on trimming you can trimming on and off the trimming option. Okay, here also there are many options are there, even the inverse option is there, so it is opposite to the uh, first part. So there is a circle option is also there, so there is a clearance option also available, so it makes a relief groove. So these all are the filleting options. Normally these all are normal situation may not use. Only the normal filleting will use. Okay. Suppose the mating part is a sharp edge. In that situation you can use the inverse option. This is one block. So this block is going to sit with the another block. That block all four corners are sharp. In that situation you should use the inverse arc. Circle not much useful. This clearance, so the inverse is if the inner portion of the block is a perfect square means, then uh, you can use that method. Okay. So these are the filleting methods. I am just making undo now. So fillet one more option is called the chain filleting. So it means that in one shot it will make all the fillet together. But here all the area it will make a same radius fillet. Okay. But in previous individually you are selecting you can give different uh, fillet radius. But in chaining option you can give only one fillet radius to entire job. Okay. Entire chain I mean to say. So like this in different arc and different corner may not be possible in the uh, which may not be possible in the second method. Okay, that is chain method. So in the chain method, in one shot you select entire chain. The entire chain should give only one fillet. Okay, so this is the filleting method. So this is the normal filleting and chain filleting. So next chamfer and the chamfering method. So we are chamfering the entity. So one distance, two distance, distance and angle. These are the options available. So one distance means only one width, one distance it will. So whatever the x, the same amount will be in the y. So the two distance, suppose the variable. So x is 2 and y is 1. Like this, if you want to make the chamfer, then you need to have the two distance chamfer. So other than this, one more option is also available. I'll undo chamfer and distance and angle. You can give distance 5 mm, angle you can give 25 degree. So like this we can make the a different kind of a chamfer. This is the distance chamfer method. Even width also you can give. So this angular width you can suppose 5 mm. Either x or y you can give, or the width also you can give. Here also it's the same. If you trim on means it will trim and come. If you trim off means along with the profile, this chamfer will be added. That's all. So this is the chamfering methods. So next is offset. So you can individually you can offset. You can move, copy, and join. So there is one more option slot that also you can make it. So now we'll see. Select that entity. So it is asking indicate the offset direction. How much distance? 5 mm. You can move it or copy. Join option means you can see the both the side of the slot means automatically one radius it will make. So it is up to you what you want to make. So this color difference is magenta is the child, red is the parent. So to show the difference, it is giving you the. So opposite side if you say means it will go on other side, or both the side means both the side it will offset. Okay. So this is the individual offset. So next is the chain offset. You select in one chain, you can offset in both the directions, single direction, and you can give the width whatever you want. Here you can give the edge conditions. So either sharp, none, or so otherwise you can remove it also. You can add fillet and you can remove it. Both the thing you can do it. Okay. So this is all about the offsetting. So next is the project option. So this project option mostly you can project over the surface. You can project over the curve. So even project over a distance. So for that we'll make one small example. We'll go to front view and we'll make one spline here. C plane I think I have not kept correctly. C plane and the G view I make a single plane. So I made one spline now. I'll make a surface draft. I select this chain. Okay. Then 100 is the width of the chamber. If you see in the isometric, it look like this. So now you can move to top view. It will look like this, and you can project anything now. You can write some letter, master camp training. Any font. So size, letter size, you can make it bigger. Spacing, it will take as per aspect ratio, but if you want still you can give the spacing also. Where you want to position it, just so Z will, it will not, yes it is allowing, you can make it 100. So we go and keep it there approximately. Okay. So So it is at the above 100 mm height. So now we are going to project this Mastercam training in the surface. So we'll go project surface, select the entity to project. So we can select by window. Okay. Then so projection is either depth or the plane or surface. So I said surface. Okay. So you can see this. It is projected over the surface. Okay. You can move if at all. So it directly move over the surface. Or in depth means you can give depth, otherwise you can give plane. So this is all about the project command. So this is the project command. So if you make clear colors mean that projected color means. So this will be used for engraving 3D surface. Uh, so next we will see close arc. Many times you will come across this kind of situation. The arc is opened. You will get the curve, but it may be broken. So you want to make a close and show a single entity. So that you can utilize. So now example, I made one small arc here. I just selected close arc. You can see that it is completely closed. Even the next option is to break the arc. Select that arc. How many number of entities you want to break? 5 entity. You can see 3, 4, 5 entities. So like this, you can break the arc. So you can create the entire arc by using single entity of the portion of the arc, or otherwise you can break another option. You can break the circle into n number of portion. So next is a spline modification method. Generally, we use less spline option. So example, we will make one spline. So we can redefine the spline. We have changed the color of the wireframe, but still it is not changing. Okay, we can change this color now. So otherwise we'll make it again one more spline. Okay. You can see it now. No, what is this? It will redefine the poorly made spline. Okay. So, so this will help you to redefine or modify this spline. That's all. So it will allow you to add additional control points. Okay, you can select it. So now there is little change in the control point. So how do you know this? We'll do one thing first. We'll make one spline here now again. So because it is happening from inside, so we'll do one thing. Initially, we'll select a node point of this. Okay. So now you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 node points has come now. Redefine line and select this. Okay. So I just changed the for it is auto. Okay. So now I redefined the spline. Now we'll go again. So we'll clear colors. I need only the spline modified spline. I'll transform to some other place. So it is not allowing me to delete. I'll move it in the white. or otherwise vector. Okay. Okay, accept. So now, so the original plane is bottom one, top one is the modified plane. Now we'll check the control points. Control points, node points. Select here and here. So you can see, the node points difference. So see the four in the old plane only five node points, but modified plane there are many node points is added. So give a better control. Okay. So I will break this spline now. I will delete this. Whatever the broken spline. Option untrim. So you can see this untrim. So untrim will bring back the whatever the trimmed spline. So there is another option is simplify spline. So here you can change the tolerance and other thing. We cannot able to see the differences here. How accurate you want to make this spline, all the things will be there. You cannot see the changes directly here. Okay, it is doing it internally. Okay, so another option is edit spline is there. You can hold the control point and you can modify the spline shape. But if you want some rotation, you can rotate it. Naturally, in practical situation, we never used to uh, modify this plane like this. But for the knowledge purpose, I just trying to show you the spline modification methods. Okay, so we have seen the all modifying commands we have seen. Okay, 2D modifying commands. Okay. There is another is a combined use is there that may not be much useful. Okay, thank you.